Blitz!
I'm Travis Downey, this is Pat Flynn, and this is the Blitz post-game edition. Week 2 is now in the books, and Pat taking a look at the games, kind of getting everybody caught up on their late Friday night, early Saturday morning. We'll start with Baker. They got a big win at Rocky Bayou. Well, it's a big win to win, 2-0 on the year. They shut out Baker 40-0. One of the bigger wins of the night, you were there, Fort Walton Beach, hosting Tate. Fort Walton Beach, they beat Freeport in week 1. You don't know what to expect. What can you really take from it? Well, they looked really good tonight in dispatching of Tate.
They got everyone played tonight. Ryan Thompson led the way.
Yeah, he had a big night.
He did. He had 181 throwing and he had 57 rushing. And he threw a 75-yard beautiful ball, just like, stayed in the air forever and ran right under his Marquise Davenport, 75 yards. Beautiful thrown ball. He also had a nice roll to the right and just cut it all the way back across field for a touchdown. He looked really good. They looked really good. He accounted for 3 of their touchdowns.
Just across town, Choctawhatchee, they welcomed Godby. They lost 26-9. Really, it was just a slugfest, it seemed. But Godby's quarterback, Dennis Andrews, a Georgia Tech commitment, he was the difference. Threw for a pair of touchdowns, rushed for another. 26-9. It was 7-6 at half. Choctaw came out, got a 9-7 lead on a Skylar Fechner field goal, but right then they could have had more. They got the ball on a turnover deep in Godby territory, penalties, misfires, settled for a field goal, and then Dennis Andrews kind of took over from there. Just an 18-play drive, and on those 18 plays they converted 3 fourth downs. And
that's tough.
Greg Thomas, he talked last week about that defense being on the field too much. Same thing this week, and unfortunately for Choctaw, it was Godby that made the plays at the end. They got the win there. Crestview, Coach Kevin Pettis, he's off the schneid. Got his first win tonight. Crestview really dominated in a 32-0 win over Escambia. Tyler Henderson maybe the star of the game. 2 defensive touchdowns in like a minute and a half span. So Crestview, a big win for them.
Yeah, Henderson, I just read that game story, and it was his name in every paragraph of it, essentially. They needed a win. I'm glad they got one because I picked them.
Right.
So, they proved me wrong. They definitely, they came up short last week for me, but this week I was high on them.
They redeemed themselves.
They redeemed themselves.
Yeah.
They're back in my good graces.
Speaking of teams that looked good tonight, Niceville travels on the road to Pace. They get down, I think, 13-0.
Yep.
Don't score any points for 3 quarters. They come away with a 14-13 win, and they do so with their backup quarterback calling the shots.
Yep. Now this is back to making us look bad.
Yes. Or back to making you look bad. Cause I'm pretty
did
sure
you pick him? Oh, you picked him last
second.
I did. You did. You did. Yeah. No, you did. I remember you changed it because you were like, I don't know. You went into the room not sure, and you pulled the trigger for Niceville. Yep. That was a good call on your part because it was. They shocked me with Andrew Mitchell out the whole. He got hurt in the second quarter. He was out the whole second half. And that was Ashton Hooker, I believe, was their second string quarterback. He came in and led him on an 80-yard drive. He capped it with a 16-yard run for a touchdown. And then Denzel Applewhite got in the end zone on a 3-yard rush.
I liked it too. Hicks afterwards, one of the quotes in the Daily News you can read tomorrow or today. Kind of quoting the backup quarterback. He did pretty good.
Yeah, I know. It's something like he did everything. Like I couldn't ask him to do more. It was something like that. Whereas you can't
take it. 14-13. So congrats to Niceville, 2-0. South Walton. They went up to Freeport, hoping to get that first win. Didn't happen. Freeport piled up the yardage against South Walton. They came away with a big 39-13 win. So Freeport is now 7-0 all time against South Walton. Feather in the Bulldogs' cap. And Freeport, we said they may have taken a lot from that loss to Fort Walton Beach. They took it out on South Walton. Yeah,
they're a good team. I saw them, in that preseason game, and they looked really good. I know Jim Anderson had his guys ready to play. That young O-line probably felt like they needed to redeem themselves. Playing a good Fort Walton Beach team last week, getting beat up pretty good, so they probably came out trying to prove themselves, and they did that.
So they did that. And then lastly, Navarre went on the road to Pensacola. We watched that Saints game the other night, 4th and 1, you're running, they don't get it. Navarre, kind of a similar situation, time running out, 4th and 1, 4th and goal on the 1, less than 2 minutes to play, and Dwayne Carter gets stuffed, caught from the backside defense there. So Navarre with a tough loss. Really close game.
Yeah, really close game against a good team, apparently. So it's like, I really think, just like we talked about Freeport did, I think they're going to get a lot out of this loss. It's against a very good Washington team. I'm sorry, not Washington, Pensacola High team. Yeah, that's what it was. It was Washington the week before. But yeah, so they're highly ranked in the state. I believe 3rd or 5th, one of those, top 5 either way. And they're going to come away. They're going to get more out of this loss, I think. And that's tough.
Doesn't get any easier though.
When you got a chance to win it, though, it's tough to lose that.
Doesn't get any easier. They got Pace next week, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
One last score to pass along to you guys. Walton traveled to FAMU and they lost.
Oh, man.
And last year, 26-0.
This to me was tough because I saw last year they beat them 52-20.
Yeah.
And this year to get shut out. Yeah. It's just I don't know what's going on there, man.
Yeah,
preseason they kind of looked like a good team on paper, and I don't know what it is. Hopefully they can figure it out and get something going.
Learning curve with new coach, new system. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Traveling. We'll see. But that'll do it for week 2. And I guess before we let you guys go, just big impressions.
Fort Walton Beach, I was there. They looked good. I don't think they've been tested yet. Yeah. Like totally tested yet against the I guess we're the adversary kind of deal. Yeah. Be interested to see how they do come district play, but they got confidence at Sky High right now. They looked really balanced. Yeah. The new balanced attack looks very good.
Fort Walton Beach, they won 3 games last year. This is 2-0 for them. They're going to take all of them they can get, and it's a good confidence builder for these guys. And it's good to see Thompson playing as well.
He looks good too. Like he looked good.
You mentioned District 2 6A is going to be a ton of fun to watch. You've got Fort Walton Beach that appears to be playing really well. Niceville going on the road, getting a big win there at Pace, which they're 4-2 against Pace now. So I think that says a lot too. You got Chalk-Tahatchee. They lost tonight, but there's some good pieces in place there. Crestview. District 2 6A is going to be a bear. I'm not forgetting the bar.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. No, I know. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Tonight they were announcing at the Fort Walton Beach game. They were announcing the scores, like the ones that they had coming in. It was basically the Choctaw game.
Choctaw was announcing Fort Walton Beach scores too. Keeping up with each other.
Yeah, and they were going nuts. It was louder cheers for Choctaw being down than it was for touchdowns at Fort Walton Beach. Right. Questionable, so it was fun.
It's only getting started.
It is.
Guys, appreciate you guys tuning in for the Blitz post-game edition. We'll see you guys next week as we get set for week 3.